长空啊，雁雁儿飞，哎呀雁儿啊，雁儿并飞成温柔的声音落，花映着金色撩人，雨醉不觉来到我花厅。This is another piece created by Mr. Mei, Beijing Opera. Continue with my previous stream of outside of medicine, Beijing Opera. So this is an ancient story, a true story, probably true figures of an ancient emperor who is very in Tang Dynasty, who has brought the country in the prosperous and very successful during his rule time, especially when he was young. But when he getting older, he met this young lady, took her as his concubine. So because of her, so he really does not want to see anybody, only to be with her. So this is kind of the representative of romantic story in China. So basically the piece I presented here is about this concubine Yang. So if you mention about concubine Yang, I think everybody knows who she is. She's very beautiful from middle China, far from where the emperor lives. There's a story. She likes to eat lychee, so the emperor ordered the in old time, there's no train, no airplane, just the horse riding from one station to another along the China, brought fresh lychee for her. It's just saying that how the emperor just loves her. So that's the story. Eventually, she was ordered to kill herself by this emperor because of the rebellion from the army, blaming her and her family, her brothers, her other cousins. So that's the end of story. But the piece I present here is since she just started with the emperor, so the emperor has another woman, and she feels lonely, and she think herself like the lady in the moon palace again, very lonely and solitude. Suddenly the emperor asked her to dine with him. So this is the process, this is the piece saying how she feels, and is the road. She started from her palace to the emperor's palace. So it's so at the beginning of the piece, before the music starts, it's just the words. So she introduced herself, who she is, and she thinks the emperor loves her only. And she asked the servant whether all the meals are ready, and they said ready. So she said, let's go. So she thinks she's like the lady from Moon Palace, coming down to the earth, passing to the beautiful bridges, and see the golden fish in the pond. They swimming by the pairs, and also the swallow or the birds in the sky flying in pairs also. But just landed next to her because heard her beautiful voice. So and then this kind of long route probably. So she feel a little tired, fatigued, but eventually she reached the palace. Actually, this is only the piece. At the end of this piece is like she went there. She found the emperor was with another lady. So she was no, the emperor was in the other lady's palace, not there. So she was just there by herself, and she drank herself, and eventually very heartbroken. And later on, she left to the temple, to the nun's place, and then the emperor repent and took her back. It's a good story of romantic. But anyway, so this is the piece I present here, created by Mr. Mei and presented by, again, his student. He has many students. One of them is Wenge. Mr. Wenge. This is usually nowadays a lot of women play the parts of ladies, but there is one man. I forgot his last name, but his first name is Wenge. So if you're interested, you can search Mr. Mei's student Wenge. So his voice is mimic Mr. Mei. So anyway, so this is the piece I present here. It's an ancient true story, a little dramatic decoration, but the story is the truth. And so thank you for watching. This is Outside of Medicine, Beijing Opera. I hope I pick up this piece is not because the story, in addition to the story is kind of intriguing, everybody knows and the other reason is because Mr. Mei created this very soft up and down, a very unique tone melody for this piece, so everybody likes it. And it's not easy to mimic. I don't think I mimic exactly like Mr. Mei or his student, but just give you some idea for those young musicians or for those interesting writing stories. This is the interesting story. There are a lot of novels, a lot of legends about this romantic between Emperor Li and his concubine Yang. So if you search, you'll find it's very interesting. But anyway, so this is the video for today, and thank you for watching. I will see you next time.